Hi, this is Mrs. Dunn, and I'm going to give you a quick TeacherEase tutorial. First of all, when you get into TeacherEase, you're going to see these quick links over to the side. The first one that I want you to click on is Grades. Once you click on Grades, it's going to tell you the quarter that you're in, and you're also going to see Learning Targets, where previously in TeacherEase, it would have the subject, and then there would be a grade for you to click on. Here, we're going to click on Learning Targets to get to the grade. I'm going to start with math since that's the subject I teach. I'm going to click on Learning Targets. Now, when we get here, this looks different than what we're used to. First of all, you're going to see the learning targets or the standards that the students are going to be tested upon through the year. So you can see that so far we have studied 3 different learning targets. Here you can see their overall score for that target. So this student has a 4 on fractions, a 3 on decimals, and a 4 on rational numbers. Next part I think is the most important, and this is the part that I really want students and parents to pay attention to. While this score is important, it is very important to click on the learning target itself and pay attention to these are assignments with grades that contributed to this score. So a 4 is really good. That shows mastery. But I want to make sure that all of the things that gave me that score are also where they need to be. So in my class, there are a couple of things I want to point out. When you have this score, you can see this is their current score. I write comments saying if they have improved their score, what their original score was, and the retakes they've done. So for this one, their original score was a 3. They did not take the first retake, and on the second retake, they mastered it. So this is a way for me to communicate to let you know and to show both students and parents how students are doing, like their effort. Did they try to improve it? Did they not put forth that effort? Also, you can see here and here, the student could divide fractions by fractions and fractions by whole numbers immediately, or on the first attempt. Second, here this was a 3, but I wanted to see all the scores that contributed. 3 is this child is developing, and in my class, it means they're not quite at grade level. So we can see that this student should continue working on subtracting fractions, I believe that should say decimals, subtracting decimals, multiplying decimals, dividing decimals. So we can kind of see what they need to work on. We can also see that this student, see the slash, did not retake the test. That tells me they didn't really try very hard in this chapter and could use some more effort. Let's look at the last one. Here, you can see in the beginning they mastered 2 concepts, and one of them they did not try to get better on. Okay, so this is a good way to communicate and let you know what the student kind of needs. I'm going to go back and go to a different subject now. Okay, I'm going to click on Language Arts. Here you can see here are the overall scores for the learning target. I want to click on this one because it's an area of concern. It's a 1. For me, in my class, it might be different for the other teachers, but a 2 or a 1, the child would be considered failing. So I want to take a look so that we can kind of get an idea of what needs to be done. So this person did well on figurative language, but they need work on their vocab, was a struggle for them. So that kind of lets us know what they need to work on. So this doesn't look good, but we can see why or what the issue is. You can also look in other areas and see, wow, they got a 4, that's really good. You can see that Mrs. Jost puts the original score. So adjectives, wow, they went from a 1 and improved all the way to mastery. So that tells me they put forth some effort. Here they went from a 2 to a 4. So again, put forth effort. And verbs, they really did try to get better, but they're still developing and have a little bit of work to do. So to continue to work would be good for that. Okay, I am going to scroll down and I'm going to go back. There are 2 more things I quickly want to show you. One of the things that I want to show you, actually, I'm going to go back even further. Down here is missing work, so you can see that this student has missing work in language arts, and that's the only class that they have missing work in. If they had more missing work, it would appear there. So they could potentially have a lot or none at all. Okay, one more thing. I'm going to go back. I'm going to take you back to the main screen, and here you are going to click on report card. If you double click there, this is how you can get to your report card. Maybe. And then if you click view here, it will appear. So if you click there and open it, then you have access to it and you can print it. I'm not going to click on this one because it would show the student's name. So you can go back. And then there is, I'm going to see if I can adjust this. Sorry. I can't. Okay. The last thing I wanted to show you is up at the top, if you clicked on communicate, if you clicked on miscellaneous, you're going to be able to click on behavior logs. I can't show you this here because again, it would show the student's name. But if you click on miscellaneous and go to behavior logs, it will show you any strikes that have been entered for you or for your child. Okay, hopefully that helps you better understand behavior logs and report cards, where to find those, and also how to investigate TeacherEase and the scores.